Hello everyone and welcome to the first Onshape tutorial for Level 2 Dogma Summer Camp Design CAD. So as you can see here, this should be where we left off in our first video, which was sent to your parents to help you create your, Onshape account and your account username and your email and all that. So actually no, sorry, this should not be what you're seeing because you should not see all these, other stuff, all these other documents and all these folders because those are all my personal stuff. So what you should be seeing right now is probably just like a blank document thing. It should say document up here. It should just be like white and blank. But you should see my Onshape recently opened, created by me, shared with me, and all these things. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's create a new document and let's work on it. So sorry, that was a little quick. Go to the upper left hand corner here, press create, and go down to document, which is the first one, and name it whatever, just first project. Create. And here's where we're going to see and, maneuver and create all of our things this week. And first off, go to the bottom left here. You see there's a Par Studio one and assembly one. So assemblies are something that we are not going to worry about for all of this week. So just don't worry about that and don't ever click on that. We're only going to deal with Par Studios, just to make that clear. And at the top here, you see these long row of icons. So for this video, we're not going to worry about any of that because that is just too complicated for the first video. So in the middle here, which takes up most of the screen, is our little elementary planes. So these planes establish where our sketches can go and where things can be based on. So here's a little rundown of the different maneuvers you can do with this display here. So if you put two fingers down, if you're using a trackpad, if you put two fingers down on your trackpad and hold it down and move it around, you can spin it and kind of like just spin it around the origin there. So that is a way you can see different angles of the thing that you're creating. And another way is you can hold control down and do the same thing with the two fingers and move it kind of parallel to the screen. So that is for a trackpad. If you're using a mouse, it's the same thing except it's a right click. So to spin it around like this, you right click and hold it down. And the other thing is the same thing. You hold down control and you move it around like that also with a right click. So now let's make our sketch. So click the sketch button, top left hand corner here. And it says select the sketch plane. So pretty simple stuff. For our purpose, we're just gonna select the front plane because that's my personal favorite. You can select any of these, but try to follow along the tutorial because I'm gonna do the front plane, and that's easier for me. So click on that and click N. So just press N, which will basically center and make it nice and perfect in the middle. And now as you can see here, the front row, at the top row here, all of these icons change into something less complicated. All of these change from, donuts to small circles and from these cubes into just squares. So today we're gonna learn about these three simple sketch tools. One is the line, one is the rectangle, and one is the circle. Not too complicated. So a line is just you click on the line to create a line. So you click on a point and then you release to define your starting point of the line, and then you move your mouse around, and then when you find a point where you want to stop it, click on it again. And that's all it is. And when you click on it again, it's gonna drag another line from that point. So if you don't want that, you can press escape to exit the line like this, just at the top left corner of your keyboard, you should see ESC, escape, and just click that. And yeah, that's our first line. Not too complicated. So now we're gonna go into rectangles. So just click on the line and you can see here that it kind of clicks on it. Oh yeah, sorry, another thing. So earlier that we said that we can use the two fingers on a trackpad or the right click on the mouse to move it around like this. Let's click N to reset it. So the other two maneuvers are all using the, it's not working. There we go. The other two maneuvers are all using control right click or control two fingers or just two fingers or just right click. So what happens if we just select, or what happens if we just use the left click? So that is the selection tool. So don't mess with that, I'd say, in the first video. So just use the two fingers one. So you can click on the line and then press the delete button to delete it. And let's go on to our center point rectangle. So click the drop down menu here next to the little square and click center point rectangle. And that's just like what it sounds. It gets the center of a rectangle. Let's just do the origin here. And what happened? Oh, there we go. Okay, center point rectangle. Click on the origin and then just drag it out like that. It should create a center point rectangle that is symmetrical on both sides. And just click down like that. And then make a circle, which is a center point circle, same thing as a center point rectangle. Click on the origin also, and then just drag it out. Pretty simple stuff. Let's just make it inside the rectangle to make it a little box like that. And you are done. And remember, when you want to escape a tool, just click on the tool again, or you can press ESC at the top left corner of your keyboard to escape. And there we go. And that is all we're learning today. If you have any questions, join Zoom at the certain times of the day, and we will have counselors to meet with you if you have any questions or just want to show us something you made that you think is interesting. Have a good one.